You're so cute over there. Okay, welcome back, everybody. And by everybody, I mean all 8 of my subscribers. Thank you for being here. So this is a little bit different of a video. You can probably see I do have a bandage on my finger. Fun little story. I'll just do this quick, and why my video is going to be formatted even more different than they usually are. I got a new mandolin. Now, I've always used small handheld mandolins, but I finally went for a big boy mandolin, and like a true old school person that I am, the first thing I did was I took the safety guard off, which wasn't a good idea, especially due to the fact that I have chronic pain in my hands, which means it's unpredictable on whether or not I'm going to be able to hold something, grip something, carry something, like just, everyday things. So, long story short, I lost grip, I slipped, and I went through the mandolin instead of the item I wanted to go through the mandolin. So, lesson learned, safety guards are there for a reason, and I'm sure there's men out there that take the safety guard off your saws that can also agree with me. Yeah, keep the safety guards in place. I have definitely learned my lesson, but it's been a rough week because of it. So I'm taking my time. I'm getting stuff ready bit by bit. I'm missing a few things for today's recipe, but I was just so excited about it. I still wanted to film something. So I'm walking away because I have a dog that's acting up over here. Okay, I'm going to have to put him out. So I'm going to make this real quick. So what I'm excited about is this Beyond Steak. Now, I'm sure I've seen it on the website before, but I've never seen it in my grocery stores. And lo and behold, here it is. I am so excited for this. I absolutely love Beyond Meat. It is fantastic. So I'm really excited to try this, which is why I wanted to film. And this is like a 3-part thing. I'm doing a Mexican steak burrito thing. It's going to be kind of my own little collab here, but I'm using these taco seasonings and sauce. These are the ones you would get if you bought a taco kit. My mom buys the taco kits, but doesn't use these because of her dietary restrictions. And, I don't buy taco kits. So, but I don't mind using these. It means I don't have to make taco seasoning or sauce, which I technically do have a taco seasoning, but mine's going to last. It's sealed in a container. I'd rather just use this instead of it going to the landfill. So we're going to use it in this recipe. I'm just going to add some of it probably some of this sauce into a mayo to make like a taco mayo seasoning thing. And this will go with the steak. I've got some onions going here. I'm going to be doing some refried beans. I've got them soaking in the background. I'm going to do like a Mexican style rice. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. So, I mean, you can probably tell I have stuff I'm still in the middle of doing. Again, everything's gone really slow for me for the last little bit, and I'm trying my best not to hurt myself, which I kind of still am, just because my left is making up for my right. So I'm actually in a lot of pain and wish I could just but I can't. So I'm gonna make a mess. I'm gonna go put my dog out. The other one that's whining, not the one that's behind me like a sleeping giant. And then I'm gonna get everything all cleaned up and ready to go. And I'm gonna have everything prepped. It's not a whole lot. Yeah, that's it. I gotta get my dog out. Here we are. I apologize for the lighting. Stove light's busted, and again, so am I, so I'm not getting it. So I'm going to start over here with the rice, get the rice going, obviously clean up my mess as I go, because that's how I roll, and then, we're gonna do the refried beans over here, and then we'll get into the steak. Why is there a fly in my kitchen? Get out! My goodness, can it not just get cold enough for them things to just not be here? Okay. Back to what I was doing, until I so rudely interrupted. Alright. Oh, I'm so unorganized. That's for the refried beans. This is going to be for this one. Okay. I'm not confused at all. Okay, I don't know why I'm so quiet, but I got three things going at once in my mind, but only one thing going right here. I mean, the red pepper, colorblind now. The yellow pepper is roasting, but that's just a topping because we like our roasted peppers in this house. So this is going to be really simple right now. For the next about 5-6 minutes, I'm just going to saute these onions, not to the point of burning or anything, but we're going to get them nice and translucent and get that flavor going. And maybe I'll go get that light, and then we're going to add in the garlic, saute it for a little bit, but I'll show you that, and then we'll get on to getting the actual rice started. Oh, I think it's starting to get to that point. Get my garlic. I think I'm just gonna scoop. Oh, that was a perfect scoop! Okay. I'm sorry, I got really excited about that. No reason. Get excited for garlic. Where is there? I do love me some garlic. Sorry, vampires. If anything, I'm pro-vampire. I'm just trying to rid the world of garlic. Ha! Yes. It's a fun little dance. Okay, so onion softened, garlic aromatic, as they like to say. Not that that ever meant anything to me. And then over here, because, I thought I was making rice the normal way, which, of course I'm not, is a bowl with the rice, and I've got some tomato paste, and I have some coriander also in here. Just checking my time, sorry, on my peppers. Okay, so we're going to pour this in. And then I'm using an Uncle Ben's long grain brown rice. So this is one of those that usually takes about 25-30 minutes. But if you're doing this at home with whatever rice you've got in the cupboard, just do your rice to broth ratio as you would. It's been a long time since I've really done an instant rice. I usually do that for the dogs when they have an upset stomach, but it's not very often, even for them. So I'm happy to say I have no idea what the time is on a minute rice. I like a good long grain. So this is pretty simple. We're just typical rice. We're going to get it up to a boil. We're going to make sure that that tomato paste that I've put in is dissolved. It's about 2.5 tablespoons, and treat it just like you would your rice. So put the lid on it and let it cook. Let it sit on the back, fluff, absorb, all that good stuff. And once I get to the point that I've pushed this to the side, then I'll get to work on the refried beans, and we'll see what's going on with them, because that's new to me. Okay, hi, we're back. So the rice is bubbling away. I was just thinking, I don't know why I'm going to wait 25 minutes for the rice to finish when I could be working on the beans. So kind of starts the same way. I'm just going to throw a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm going to let it heat up. I'm going to saute the onions. And then when I go to add in the garlic and the seasoning, then we'll come back to it. And then I'll show you how I continue the process of getting those beans to be refried. And a little bit darker than I want, but that's okay. Still good. Oh, that's not good. I just saw a piece of garlic hit the ground. Oh, I see it. I see it. Good. Don't want any of my animals getting into that stuff. Highly toxic. Okay. As you can see, I left things sit for a little bit too much. So I just added in my garlic, and then in here is some chili powder and about half a teaspoon of fresh ground cumin. So this is just going to get a quick roll around. I think this is just a toasting up the seasoning to make it smell and taste better. So torturous cooking like this sometimes. The smell is just too good. Okay, nothing longer than that. So next step is we're going to add in our beans. You can use canned beans, of course. I use fresh, and then I've already let them soak and cooked them, just pretended like they were in a can. So this is pretty simple. We're going to add in this broth, and then I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to let it kind of simmer a little bit for, I don't know, we'll say about 5 minutes, and then we'll check back and see how it's doing. Okay. Yeah, no, get your nose out of here. Get your nose out of here. We're filming now. Out of the kitchen, sir. Okay, my timer went... Dang it. My timer went off. So I'm going to move this over here. Okay, let's see. Can we... You know, this will probably be a lot easier to do, especially if yours are canned. So the next step is we're going to take these and you're supposed to mash them. Now, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic there. I have a Ninja blender over here in the background. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blend it in there and then toss it back in and get that refry going. So I did 5 minutes with the lid on. I threw in half a cup of broth, and I threw in the equivalent of what would be, I think it was 1 cup of dried beans. I don't even remember now. It'll be in the recipe, no worries. Okay, I'm only blocking it because refried beans looks like, you know, but it's not. So I've blended them instead of mashing them. So it's almost like, I don't know, what would you say, cat food. Looks like cat pate. Doesn't smell like it, though. It smells like beans. So, oh, there's a couple little beans in there still. Okay, so I didn't blend them all. So this is just a quick little heat up on the stove. It's going to get a few minutes set aside. If you can see in the background, I've already got the rice back there fluffing itself up. Doesn't need much of my assistance. I've got a roasted pepper to put on top. And I've decided, after talking to the old man, we're going to do the steak, Beyond Steak, but instead of adding seasoning to it, we're going to kind of cook it the way it is with just maybe some salt and pepper, see how it tastes on its own. And then with the flavors that are in the rice and the beans, and then I'm still going to make up like the taco mayo seasoning thing to see how that goes. And I also have some salsa. So, I mean, I think it'll be more than flavorful even with minimal stuff on the meat itself. But we want to give it a fair shot. We usually like trying things on their own first and then start messing with them. So that is the plan. If we don't like the taste as much as we thought we would, then we'll end up obviously just adding the seasoning. So we will see. But that's it for that pile, as we will call it. And I guess I'll just show you the assembly part, unless I decide to cook something with the Beyond Steak or I get really excited about it, because I am stoked to try it. Okay, so I chopped up some roasted bell pepper. These, I know it's not very many tomatoes. It's sad, but it's just what I pulled out of my garden, so I just wanted to try it on its own. I'm also going to grate some cheese. Turns out I don't have any mayo, so I'm just going to do the taco sauce as it is. But if you do this recipe and do this with the mayo, please tell me how it is, because I was actually really excited for that. I also have some salsa, so we'll be adding some salsa. Here's the Beyond Steak bites. They look and smell great. I'm stoked. I'm totally going to be seasoning them, though. I mean, who wants plain steak? Again, the pile back there doesn't look very good, but it's nutritious and delicious, I promise. And then here's the Mexican rice. So you've seen me in previous videos. If not, then go look for it because I have rolled a burrito. It's nothing special. It is what it is. But I'll add a little picture of it wrapped at the end, but I'm not going to bother to film it because it's not that exciting. So here it is. Hope you tried it, enjoyed it, like it. Don't forget to subscribe.